No, there's like a male stripper
Okay, you got
over there talking.
Hey.
3 people woke up. They were on top of a hill. One named Eric, who was a somewhat muscular figure with a bit of a beer belly. And as he woke up, he was hanging from what appeared to be an anal shit stream that was orange. His head was face down in it. He woke up, he couldn't get the smell out of his face. The other person, Bob, who was a rather fat figure, woke up. And he woke up beside a naked hobo when he ran away as fast as humanly possible, but he had a limp. And so fell down as soon as he tried to run. And then there's Tim. He was a bit of a cut between the two. And he woke up, his shoulder was dislocated and hanging and halfway submerged into a donkey's asshole. They woke up with the most head-splitting headache ever made in the history of man, times infinity plus 3. They woke up trying to move toward each other, but they had to move to the area of Tim because not only could he not move because of his terrible shoulder pain, but because he was also hinged inside of the donkey. So they both went in to talk, and mainly they just whined for the first 3 minutes about how much their head hurt. And then Tim's thoughts shifted immediately towards the hangover. And as he immediately remembered the naked Chinese guy popping out of the trunk, smacking people with a crowbar. And then some Chinese woman looked to be about her 45, had a massive mole on her cheek. Came up and he was like, "Oh, what happened?" And it was like, Tim was like, "I got a clue, that's your job, damn it." And Bob was like, "Twinkie!" And Tim was like, "I need a strap or something." And then looked at the donkey and crapped his pants. "How the hell did my arm get into this area?" he proclaimed. Eric was busy cleaning off the orange shit string that was on his face. And then the naked hobo walked up, and they immediately shielded their eyes, but as soon as Tim tried to do so, he enraged the donkey, got kicked in the leg, and he was pretty sure his ankle was broken. "My ankle's broken! You'll live," is what Bob said. "The real problem is where to find the Twinkie supply, because I'm starving for a Twinkie and snowballs suck." Eric almost got done and immediately found out that he was washing off the hobo's robe. The hobo immediately barked, "Give me a dime, or you're dead." He gave him a few buttons, and the hobo was satisfied, but still a little bit enraged. The hobo came up to him and was like, "What the hell happened?" No one remembered a damn thing, though. And then someone came and he was spying on the party as where he was. Tim Stalker. Tim Stalker came up and somewhat explained parts of the party before she got so grossed out that she just gave up all hope of watching it. She came up and explained the story. Chapter 1, Part 2. Tim's story. Donkey anus. He was in the party. Tim arrived in the party already semi-intoxicated. He got up and decided he wanted to pin the tail on the donkey. Except when he tried to do so, he didn't reach for the faint tail. He literally tried to rip the tail off of a donkey. The donkey ran and ran and ran, and somehow through his stubborn drunkenness, he held on.
Dude, if we have to go to the bathroom,
And
we just walk there.
I don't know. And then the donkey immediately stopped, and his arm went forward, right up into the donkey. And that was the end of the good night for him. He walked to and fro, having to follow the donkey, and apparently the donkey also had surprise butt sex with somebody. He was a rather faceless figure. We were pretty sure he was trying to imitate Leatherface because he was wearing a face made out of dish rags. He walked to and fro, drinking beer and popping tequila shots with his free hand. He attempted to duck fart and immediately found out it was the most disgusting drink he had ever had in the history of forever. The end of Tim's story. The beginning of Eric's story. Eric was having a ball. He was getting laid on top of a disco ball that was 10 feet up in the air. During this time, he realized that it was Tub Girl from the internet and literally tried to run away. His wangers flanging to and fro, and immediately thought of the big ball song from AC/DC, thinking, a ball sway in my ballroom, and to the left and to the right. Tub Girl was immediately enraged and chased after him, immediately caught up with him. She kicked him in the balls and kicked his face in, and then crapped the orange shit stream from that internet picture. And that was the end of the story, because he never got up again, because he immediately passed out from the immediate emotional pain and terrible stinkiness of the shit stream. Story 3. Bob's story. Bob was incredibly drunk and was smoking Twinkies. He was smoking Twinkies and snorting ground up ding-dongs. And also was drinking tequila straight from the bottle. He also felt it was imperative to mix Twinkies and tequila, and made a soup that he called Twinkila. He ate so much of it that he saw the ugliest hobo in the history of forever, and thought of it as the most beautiful thing he had ever seen in the history of his life. And so he went to that hobo and humped her like he was no tomorrow, and passed out, because he had never emitted such energy in his entire life, because his fatness just would not allow it. That was the end of Chapter 1. Chapter 2, Curing the Headache. Okay, here you go.
Well, okay, this is James' turn, even though it's supposed to be my damn turn. Who the hell cares? Okay, now, here, you start aerating. It better be damn good.
You can't stop mine.
My face cornbread.
We're writing a story.
Oh, in the beginning, God created heaven and the earth.
We already at the beginning.
Oh, in the end, there was a guy.
No, fine, I'm gonna have to do this crap.
Y'all in the middle?
Okay, now, Chapter 2, Curing the Headache.
Oh yeah, people do that. They like
Eric.
record like their
Eric is a dude that got crapped out by Tub Girl.
You ever do that?
Eric Bobbin
Yeah, you can do voice.
Eric, Tim.
Okay. Wow, Tim's arm was stuck in the joint with the donkey's ass. He was trying to pull away, and he actually got free somehow, but in that doing, he accidentally pulled the donkey's tail, and then the donkey reared back and slapped him with its back feet. And his face got crushed into a million bits of pieces, and he was...
You can't kill a character this early in the book.
And well, see, he is... Well, we have to redo this damn thing.
No, we're trying to make a spin on the Hangover, because it's the most disgusting thing ever.
Well, whatever, we have to start over.
I want to hear what you got so far.
Okay, put down my first chapter. My first
Crap.
chapter is amazing. Did you delete it?
No.